Hello everybody, here we are, session 5 of Food Smarts cooking class. So we have talked a lot over the last 4 weeks about the foods that we eat and the nutrients we get from them and how to decide if they're things that are going to make our body feel good or not so good. But today we're really going to look at beverages, at the things that we drink, because food and drink are both really important things that we put into our body that can affect our health, and they can affect how we feel just in that moment as well. So we're going to take some of the things that we've been talking about our food groups and the nutrients we get from the things that we put in our body and how they make us feel and how to read a nutrition facts label. And we're going to apply that today to beverages, to the things that we drink. So the things that we decide to drink every day are part of our overall diet that includes food and beverages. So beverages, the things that we decide to drink, can give us a lot of different nutrients. They can give us, especially one of those 6 essential nutrients, water. They give us a lot of water. They keep us hydrated. But they can also have other good vitamins and minerals in them. And something that a lot of times beverages have kind of hidden in there, and we don't realize how much is in there, is sugar. And I bet you guys know this with some drinks, like if we think about soda, you can tell it's pretty sweet. We know there's some sugar in there, but there's other drinks that you might kind of be surprised about. So we're going to look at the nutrition facts label, and we're going to think specifically about sugar in drinks, and we're going to do some practicing about our serving size and how many servings in what we're drinking and how to visualize how much sugar is in there. And then we can decide if it's something we want to put in our body that's going to make us feel good, or something that's maybe not going to make us feel so good, and we might want to make a different choice or drink a little less of something. So here's an example we can work on together, and then you're actually going to take a look in your book and you're going to do some practicing on your own. So this is Arizona iced tea with lemon flavor. I don't know if any of you guys have had this. This used to be one of my favorite drinks when I was younger. So this Arizona iced tea is in a big tall can. You can see that, right? It's a pretty big portion. So if we look at the back of this can of Arizona iced tea, here's what the nutrition facts label would look like. And so let's scan down and let's find our sugars line. We're going to be thinking about how much sugar is in this Arizona iced tea today. So this says that in one serving, remember all these numbers are talking about one serving. In one serving, there are 24 grams of sugar. So we don't really think in grams that often, but something that might be easier to visualize is a teaspoon, like you have in your classroom for cooking, or a packet of sugar, right, that you might see at a cafe or a restaurant, or maybe has come in a to-go bag. And so the way that we would change grams into teaspoons is that we would divide by 4. So for every 4 grams of sugar, that equals 1 teaspoon. And a teaspoon is the same as a packet of sugar. They're the same. So if we look at the Arizona iced tea, it says there's 24 grams of sugar. So if we wanted to change that into teaspoons or sugar packets, we would divide by 4. For every 4 grams, we have 1 teaspoon. So if we divide 24 by 4, we get 6 teaspoons. So in one serving of this Arizona iced tea, there are 6 teaspoons or 6 packets of sugar, which seems like quite a bit, right? But think about this. This Arizona iced tea is just a tab, like a pop can, right? Like a can of soda. So if we open this Arizona iced tea, chances are we're going to drink the whole thing because there's no way to close it. There's no way to put the cap back on. So then we have to think about how many servings are in this entire can. So we look back at the top of our nutrition facts label, and that we see that a serving size is 8 ounces. And that in this can, there are approximately 3 servings. So if we're going to drink the entire can, remember, we need to do some math, right? If we're drinking 3 servings, we need to multiply all the numbers by 3. So let's look at our sugar again, thinking that we're going to drink the entire can. If there's 24 grams in 1 serving, but we drink 3 servings, we need to multiply by 3. So 24 times 3 is, I'll give you a second to think, 72 grams. And then if we want to convert that to teaspoons or sugar packets, we divide by 4 again, right? So 72 divided by 4 is 18 teaspoons of sugar, or 18 sugar packets in just this one beverage. So That's quite a lot of sugar, right? And we talked about last time that we want most of our sugar to be coming from natural sources in their whole form, like through eating an apple or an orange. And this is probably going to be mostly added sugar, right? Because let's check out our ingredients list. What do we see? We see black tea, which is made with water, high fructose corn syrup. And you might remember from your word search last time that corn syrup is an added sugar. Then we see citric acid, and then we see natural lemon flavor. So, do any of those ingredients sound like they are full forms of sugar? Are any of those fruits? Yeah, maybe the natural lemon flavor. So, maybe a little bit of naturally occurring sugar, but most of our sugar is coming through that corn syrup. So almost all of this is added sugar. All 18 teaspoons is added sugar. And the recommendation for our bodies is that we have no more than 12 teaspoons of sugar in an entire day. 12 teaspoons of added sugar in an entire day. So if we get 18 teaspoons in just this one drink that we're drinking, we're probably going to get too much sugar during our day, and it might be hard on our body, right? So this is quite a lot of sugar. So you guys are going to have a chance to practice this with some other beverages that you might drink more often during the day, maybe some things that come in your school lunch. And that's on page 42 and 43. So take a look at that. Try to practice some of this math, work your way through it. And remember, we always want to check how many servings we're going to be getting of whatever we're eating or drinking to make sure we know if we need to do any math or not. All right, so time for you guys to do some activities and have some discussion in class and then get to your cooking. So on page 42 and 43, like I mentioned, we have rethink your drink. So take a look at those nutrition facts labels, do some math, think about other things you drink during the day, maybe even take some time to look up the nutrition facts labels online and see what kind of sugar you're getting in your beverages, especially during the day, and then think, are there other foods that I eat that add to the sugar during my day? So take a look at page 42 and 43 and work on that yourselves or as a class. And then on page 57, there's kind of an activity where you can think about a lot of the things we've been thinking about for our health and apply them to some different scenarios. So there's 3 different little stories about a kid and how their life is going, and thinking about what they're doing during their day and if there's any changes they could make to be even healthier. I want you guys to think through those yourself or as a class and think about, what could this person do? What could this person do to be even healthier? What information would you need to know to help you help them? And what do you think are some goals that each one of these kids could set for themselves to take some positive steps forward with their life? Enjoy your activities today. Enjoy your meal, and I will see you next time for your last class. See you later, guys.